Hey guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. This has been such a weird, cathartic process for me to have to. I feel like I'm tiptoeing through the ashes of my friend's life. You know, it's just, it's weird to travel down there and basically take everything apart and spend so much time living with his last moments in his life and the people that were with him and the equipment he was working with, and to just kind of, I feel like I'm tiptoeing through the last remembrances of this guy's life and my friend's life. It's just been a very weird process. But anyhow, this is amp number 1580. It's a 10 pill. It's Corsair Toshiba's. This started out as an X-Force that was buggered off. He'd bought it and it had a lot of problems with it, and the case was all messed up. And I said, dude, what I want to do with that amp, because when me and him first got together, he sent me like every box he had that had DEIs in it. And then he sent me a giant bag of pills that went along with everything. And he says, man, just rebuild them in your way. And I said, okay. So this was the first amp that I built in this style. There's a lot of firsts that are on the inside of this cabinet. I said, you know what I'd really like to do? Instead of reusing the same X-Force cabinet, let's do something different. Because the way... X-Force Blue Label, by the way. And it had really small heat sinks in it, and there was a lot of garbage that I wanted to just not have, because I wanted him to have the best of the best of the best that I could build at that time. So let's go in here and let's take a look. I kept like the pill strips and the output transformers and the relay and the tuning tube, and the rest of this is me. And what I mean by that, I didn't build very many like this. Okay, I was already on this path to create this new choking system, which it helps about 6-7%. The power distribution system, this was a first. This was new, and I was still working out how I'd go about tying these to the board. And I got a brand new cabinet from ICA, and I reused the input transformers, output transformers, the pill strips, but the pills are all new. This is, of course, a match set. I don't want to speak yet. Hold on. Oh, red dot. One I. This is not a match set. There's 4 pills in here that are 1Is, and the rest are 1E. But they were all new when they went in here, so it didn't really matter. I built this somewhere around the time that I think I built this one first, and then not too long after that I built the Mr. Jefferson amp, where all the wires are run out and elevated, and that's when I was working through that whole process of making them laid out like that. And I did this elevated platform. It was the first time I ever did one of these like this, and I was like, man, I just want to try it. I think it'd be cool. I reused the input transformer and the output transformer. I remember that too. But the rest of this is all me. And it's got full-length heat sinks in it that go from here to here and from here to here. So it's like oversized heat sinks, oversized everything. Internal capacitors, everything that was my bread and butter in the beginning is here. And it's cleared, obviously. And there's a reason that we clear them, because I was looking in the books, this is somewhere between 7 and 8 years old, this amp. This has got what I call the double ground to it. It's got the grounding nut on the back with the strip in the corner. but then also it's got 8 gauge that comes across the back of the cabinet, goes in through this eyelet and comes out and gets spread across this side. I don't care who you are. I don't care. If you have this as your only hookup for ground, it's going to be less over here, even though there's a significant amount of metal mass between the two. Not just the phenolic on the board, but also the cabinet. I played with this for a little while, and this helps a little bit. I mean, we're talking about, okay, so this is like the power wire upgrade that adds like 1 or 2%, 3%, maybe 4% at the most. Then the ground upgrades, we're talking another 2 or 3%. And then we're talking, the 5-watt resistors. Oh, it makes no goddamn difference. It does. It makes like a 1 or 2% difference. When you start to add all this up, having the capacitors to handle the voltage fluctuation inside the box, so it helps smooth out the voltage ripple a little bit. That helps like another 1%. Overdoing the quantity of wires that are going into the amp, so there's more wire than the absolute minimum. Okay, that helps another couple percent. So before you know it, you got 15 or 20% advantage over another box. It adds up. It adds up. All the little things, they add up, and they translate to better performance. So, as we're going to demonstrate, if this thing, I have not touched this other than to open it up and make sure everything was just the way it was the last time I was inside of here, which was 5-6 years ago. The last time I was in this is we were in Texas, and I set this up in his truck. I built him a 2-pill just for this thing. I don't know where it's not in any of his stuff. I think he sold it. He was selling a lot of stuff towards the end. There was a lot of, I don't know how else to describe it other than just random. Don't know. But I'm just going through things one at a time, and this is where we're at. So I designed this to be hit with a 2-pill, and we were absolutely shocked with how well this box worked when we put it in his mobile. Well, you'll see this box works good, really good, and I was like, whoa, I gotta take me some notes. Hey, it's what you do when you learn. It is what you do in the process of learning. There are no scuffs, no dings, no dents in this cabinet. It's just got a little dust on it. But we got the bench 2-pill in play. I'm not going to run it right off the hop. I'll turn this around. Engage the silent drive. We never set this box up to hit it that hard. We weren't, I mean, he loved this amp. It was either this one or it was the 2x8 that I just sold to my friend in 207 down in Colorado. Those are like his top 2 favorite boxes. They just were. And it was because they performed better than the other ones he already had. Does that make any sense? Let's go ahead and let's go around the band here real quick. This is a 1,000 watt slug. It's in PEP. Right here. 1,000 in average and a 5-watt slug in reverse. Oh no, we got it in forward at the moment. Let's turn the amp off. Let's go over here. We're going to put 1 watt in it. So we'll dial the radio down to 1 watt. Turn this around. Let's see about 25 watts peak is all we're going to put in it. Let's show the 5-watt slug in reverse. Very little pass-through reflect. Now remember, we're measuring that pass-through reflect through 2 amps. The bench 2-pill and amp number 1580. We're on 15.1 volts. Is this peak kit on? That peak kit is on. So 25 watts of drive. We're making 600 watts of power. It's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and we'll turn the 2-pill on. Hello, and then one, hello. We're going to put about 425 watts of drive in it. Turn the 10-pill back on. Hello, gone. Now up to 2x. So the needle goes all the way to the corner over here. That's 2,000 watts. Hello, gone, of course. Remember, this has got 2 more transistors in it than an 8-pill. Keep that in mind. Now we're in 5x. Hello. Let's zoom on in here. Now, according to the book, you should get roughly about 480 to 500 watts per 2-pill section, right? So we should see 2,500 watts, yeah? Hello. Hello. We're seeing 2,700. But we ain't done yet. I think I built them a 1x2 actually. A lot of boxes that went on here. Let's go grab the black coax. We're gonna hook up the 955. I don't know if you guys are watching the Derail channel, but I just had him finish yet another bench radio for me. So I cannot wait to get my hands on that. Shut off the 10-pill. We'll go back down to 1x. Hello. So now we're making about 520 watts of power. 520 watts of drive gets us back down to 5x. Hello. Hello. I got my dead key too high. Shame on me. Hello. Hello. 2,600 watts. Peak power. I mean, it should just barely do. Just barely do. Barely do. 25. Hello. 2,900 watts. Hello. 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 It's screaming. Hello. Hello. 1. Let's go ahead and let's back this off just for a hot minute. Let's go up here and let's take a quick look at the input reflect. We shut the 2-pill off. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Pretty happy there. But I'm telling you, this box runs like no other. Hello. Easily does the power. We're talking easily does the power. Oh, shoot. I keep kicking things here as I'm moving around. I apologize to everybody. It's a decent input tune. Really good pass-through tune. Hello. It makes power like no other. I mean, the box we'd built just before this, it was a 16-pill. And I'm not going to lie, I had the tuning a little bit off on that box. And the best we could get out of it was like 35, 36. I had to bring it back here, overhauled it, and then we ended up turning it into a 4,500 watt monster. But you live, you learn. This is part of it. This box was making so much good power. I mean, it was in his truck, it was making like 3,300 watts. And of course, we were juicing it a little bit. It was at 15.5 in his truck. But, yeah. Oh, There's part of me that cannot wait to be done dealing with this, but there's another part of me that's going to be really sad when it's done. I love this guy. He was such a good dude. He liked to drink. Man, he was a good dude. Well, this has got to go to a new home. I sold the 2x8 for $26. So I got to ask at least, well, it's got another $400 in pills in it. So I got to ask at least $29 for this. I got to do it. I mean, the transistors are $200 something a whack. So that's where we're at. You guys know the drill. First one to call me or text me gets it, and it's out the door. It's going to head on to another place in this universe. It just can't stay here. Like I said, I'm selling these for the family. I'm not selling this for myself. If it was up to me, I'd keep all of it. I don't know what I'd ever do with all of it, but I would keep all of it and build a weird little talisman shrine to it or something, I guess. I don't know, but it needs to go. It needs to go. So the first one that calls me gets it. That's it. End of conversation. Appreciate you guys. There's more to come. Not only in this, as in like there's more stuff to get rid of, because there is, but there's a lot more stuff going on. I've got multiple videos going on. If you guys haven't noticed, I've got all kinds of stuff coming out right now. I've been home for 3 days and I'm 5 YouTube videos down, so gotta go back to work. I appreciate you, gentlemen. We'll see you on the next one. Click, click, click.